All right, everybody, welcome in. We are diving into a story today that's got, well, it's got music, faith, community, even a little bit of a health scare, honestly. We got to talk about Bishop Marvin Winans.
Absolutely, yeah, he's a legend.
I mean, you say legend, his voice, come on. And the Winans family, like, they're gospel royalty.
Great T-Nesty.
Yeah.
And Bishop Winans. He's got that voice, but then you add on top of it Perfecting Church, that place in Detroit.
It's more than just a church, though, right?
It's a lifeline, honestly.
And he's their leader. This isn't just some singer with a platform. He's truly leading people. So for folks who might not quite realize, when we say Winans, when we say gospel, paint us a picture.
It's like the soundtrack to faith for so many people, you know? Like those harmonies, those melodies, just get under your skin, but then the messages, they stay with you.
And it's a family affair, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The Winans are like this powerhouse of gospel talent, and Bishop Winans, he took that torch and took it even further, founding Perfecting Church. It's got this special something, I don't know how else to describe it.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask you about, because that's where I always get stuck. It's like you said, it's more than just the music or the name. What I've read about Perfecting Church, the people there, it's, like you said, it's a lifeline.
Yeah, I was reading this story. This young guy, he was headed down a bad path, lost, didn't know where to turn, and then he wandered into Perfecting Church one day, heard Bishop Winans speak, and it just clicked.
Oh, wow.
He said it wasn't just the words, it was the bishop's presence. Like he radiated this belief in him, even when this young guy didn't believe in himself. That's powerful stuff.
It is powerful. And honestly, it makes hearing about these recent health problems even harder.
Yeah.
I think people are worried, rightfully so. And we want to be sensitive, but people need updates.
Hi, I'm Pastor Marvin Winans, and I wanted to come live. There seems to be a video of me, and I wanted to come live. First of all, let me say that I appreciate all of the prayers and all of the support. It is wonderful to know that people care about you and they love you, and I appreciate the concern. On Wednesday, October the 16th, 2024, I was teaching at our church in Toledo, and I had an unexplained episode where the doctor thinks it might have been dehydration.
Comes to make us feel as if God has somehow deserted us. As if somehow he's not able to keep his word. And if God is not able to keep his word, then I understand the depression. I understand why we give up. But if we trust, hallelujah, hallelujah, if we trust what God has said and believe
but I just sort of lost consciousness for a moment. They came, the EMS, they checked me out. My heart is good. My vitals are good, and I am in good shape. So often we work ourselves too much, and that seems to have been the problem. There is no residual or long lasting effect, but I wanted to be in touch with all of you. I've received so many calls. My office has received so many inquiries. How is Pastor Winans? How is Bishop Winans? And I want you to know that without any hyperbole, I am fine. I feel great. I'm excited We're going to make some changes, but we've been in contact with our doctor, and we just want to make sure that you understand where we are. And I don't want to give people a false hope, but I am fine. Hear what I'm telling you. I am fine. If I wasn't, I'd tell you that. I'd tell you pray. But God, hallelujah, has been a healer in my life, and I'm expecting to be around for a long time. So again, out of great respect and love for you, I wanted to come on and let everyone know you can circulate this, that you heard from Pastor Marvin Winans, that he is healthy, he is doing fine, and he's working in the work of the Lord. So I thank you for your prayers. Continue to pray that we would be what God has called us to be. And I know we're going to accomplish the goal together. God bless you.
What can we even share?
Right. It's tough. I mean, it's out there that he's been facing some challenges with his health lately, and it sounds like things got really scary at a recent Bible study he was leading.
People must have been terrified. What happened?
For what we've gathered, he was in the middle of speaking, sharing a message, and then just collapsed. Witnesses said people immediately rushed to help. Thankfully, there were doctors and nurses in the congregation and people trained in first aid. I mean, talk about the right people at the right
Oh,
time.
thank goodness for that. What about now, though? Any word on how he's doing? Everyone's pulling for him?
His family's keeping things pretty private, which is understandable. But the outpouring of love and support, man.
I bet.
Gospel artists, community leaders, church members, everyone's sending prayers, sharing stories of how he's touched their lives. It's really heartwarming to see.
Well, and you can tell it's not just words, it's like this deep respect, you know?
Yeah.
Which I gotta say, it makes you think all this health scare, him pouring his heart out for his congregation, for his community, it's a lot to carry.
You're right. We talk about self-care, and here's a man who gives and gives and gives. It's a reminder for all of us, really. Even the strongest people, they need support, they need rest.
Yeah.
We can't pour from an empty cup, you know?
No, you can't. It makes you think about our own lives, passions, commitments. Where's that line, and are we taking care of ourselves?